Coming up next on Trojan News, GHS seniors learn life-saving skills,
and a sophomore football player earns a prestigious honor. These stories and more are coming up next on Trojan News.
And now, from Studio 100 at Greenville High School, this is Trojan News.
Hello and welcome to Trojan News for Friday, January 10th. I'm Miley.
And I'm Stella. Winter weather is here, and with it comes the possibility of remote learning days. High school principal Mr. Nemes shares what students need to know and the expectations for remote work if inclement weather closes the school.
So the biggest thing is obviously make sure that you have your Chromebooks and your chargers. So keep an eye on the weather. I oftentimes will send a message out to the teachers too that at the end of the day, maybe to just let the students know that they should take their computers home for the next day. But the expectation is that we would follow the same bell schedule. So for example, for third period at 9:24, students should know that they should be logging onto their computers. For every single one of your classes, if you don't know, make sure that you ask. But you should know the expectation for logging on to the Google Classroom and then using the Google Meet link by clicking on that and then joining the live Google Meet for each of the classes. Please remember that attendance is taken every single period. So you do need to make sure that you know the schedule and that you're able to access your Google Meet for every single period that you have for the school day. Make sure that you're obviously accessing the different materials, instructions. Teachers can allow students to kind of be released to work independently after some direct instruction, but attendance is taken every single period, so make sure that every period you're logging on as you need to.
Last month, Ms. Mitchell teamed up with the senior class to teach CPR, equipping students with skills that could make all the difference in an emergency. Xander Ball was one of those seniors filed this report.
Okay, are we ready? Hand placement. And here's our beat. We're doing 30.
On October 8th and 9th, the senior class went to Mrs. Mitchell's instead of American Government to take CPR and AED training.
CPR and first aid was administered to seniors. All seniors were part of the CPR training, which the first day we watched videos, basically learned the basic skills, and then day 2 was certification, with them being certified in adult, child, CPR, and AED.
We got taught how to perform CPR and how to save a life.
For Trojan News, I'm Xander Ball reporting.
Attention students in grades 9 through 12. You're invited to a special Teens to Career event, Cooking After School with Miss Wilson. The classes will be held after school on Tuesday, January 21st and Tuesday, January 28th. Don't miss this fun opportunity to learn valuable cooking skills.
Before Christmas break, art students showcased their creativity by building gingerbread houses, which were displayed during lunch periods. Students and faculty casted their votes for their favorite designs with gift cards awarded to the top winners. Taking first place was May, a new student from Thailand, for her outstanding design.
As we step into the new year, many teachers and students at GHS are reflecting on their goals and aspirations for 2025. From personal growth to academic achievements, let's hear what resolutions they're setting for themselves this year.
My New Year's resolution this year is to read 20 books.
My New Year's resolution is to be more involved in my community.
Eat better and lift more.
My New Year's resolution is to drink more water.
New Year's resolution is to get healthier.
My New Year's resolution is to make my bed every morning.
With 2024 wrapping up, streaming music services provide users with a look at their most played artists and songs of the year. From modern hits to timeless classics, let's take a look at who topped the charts for GHS in 2024.
Kanye West, number 1. Number 2, MF Doom, and 3, Mac DeMarco.
My top 3 Spotify rap artists are Babyface E, Mike Sherm, and Rio Young OG.
I think it's Tyler, the Creator, Travis Scott, and Playboi Carti.
So Miley, who's your number 1 artist?
My number 1 artist was Drake. Who was yours?
Mine was Frank Ocean. In this week's Spotlight, Kaylee Sapala speaks one-on-one with senior Blake Rotman, from leading student section chants to always providing humor in awkward situations. Blake will be missed at GHS when he graduates in May. Here's what he told Kaylee about his future plans and experiences at GHS.
Okay, do you want to go to college?
I do want to go to college.
All right, what major do you plan?
Environmental science.
Alrighty. Of your years at GHS, who's been your favorite teacher?
Mrs. Lavery.
Alrighty. What's one of your favorite memories at GHS?
Just the student sections at like the basketball games and just the environment.
Alrighty. What's your favorite subject at GHS?
Any form of science.
Alright. What's your favorite extracurricular activity that you participated in?
Definitely baseball. Love it.
Alrighty. And then what advice would you give to your freshman self?
Do your work. Don't slack off. Don't go home and play video games all night.
Alright, this has been Blake Rotman. Let's send it back to the studio.
The Lady Trojan basketball team continues their strong play, and a sophomore football player receives a prestigious honor. Reese Robertson is standing by in the Sports Center with all the details. Take it away, Reese.
Thanks, girls. The Greenville Lady Trojans improved its record 8-2 by defeating the Meadville Bulldogs on Monday, January 6th at Greenville High School in a non-region game. The Trojans were behind after the first quarter, but followed up with 3 strong quarters for the win. Ava Cascio was a game-high scorer for the Trojans with 12 points. Lexi Bush scored 9, and Peyton Davis added 7. Senior Lexi Bush says that the team's strong record comes from a strong team bond.
I think the success of the girls basketball team starts from us supporting each other. Like, say someone's off their game that night, we just bring each other back up, and we're just like one team this year.
The Greenville Trojans fell to the Slippery Rock Rockets 72-59 on Friday night at home. Despite strong offensive efforts led by Noah Kano with 25 points, the Trojans couldn't contain Josh Book, who scored 39 for Slippery Rock. Justin Schell added 16 points, and Ryan Redfoot scored 11 for Greenville. Colin Buckley led with 7 assists, while Keith Covert had a team-high 5 rebounds. Sophomore Justin Schell has been named to the 1A Pennsylvania Sports Writers All-State football team on Friday. Schell became just the 5th Trojan to be named the first All-State team since voting began in 1939, and the first in single A. Previous Trojan winners include Andy Blatt in 1991, R.J. Melson in 2009, Gage Gladys in 2015, and Brady Gentili in 2018. That's the latest from the Sports Center. Let's send it back to the studio.
That's all for this week's episode of Trojan News. Be sure to follow our YouTube channel for the latest in-school news. For Trojan News, I'm Stella.
And I'm Miley. Stay warm and have a great day.